Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your February 2020 mid-month general reading. I almost said 2019. This is for February 2020 mid-month general reading, so we're looking at the last half of February. Welcome to everyone. Thank you for being here today, and thank you for all that you guys do in support of this channel. This reading is for the air sign of Libra, our lovely Librans, for the last couple of weeks of February. That's Libra Sun, Libra Moon, Libra Rising, if your Venus is in Libra, or if you're cross-watching for a Libran. And as we always say, general readings resonate a little differently for everyone because they're general readings, and there's many of you watching. Everyone's got their own unique life story details. So if you know all of your signs, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, watch them all because it can provide a bigger picture, more clarification. If this reading resonates for you, or if any of the readings do, and you are interested in reaching out for a personal one-on-one reading with me, just click on the description link below, click on that little arrow that pulls down the information where you'll see a little more info and my contact details. You can email me directly at maggie1mcguire@gmail.com. I would be so very happy to work with you. I do offer a wide variety of readings in all the main areas of life. And I do readings full time, so I'm pretty diligent at working with people's schedules and my own to get readings out to you as quickly as I can, or scheduled with you in as timely a fashion as possible. So if you're interested, send me an email and we'll go from there. Okay, Libra, let's see what is in store for you, what the last half of February holds for you. All right, Libra, we begin with the Page of Swords, followed by the Emperor. We have the Four of Swords, followed by the Lovers. From the bottom of the deck, overall energy is the Three of Swords. Well, like with a lot of the signs for the mid-months, I think this is it's going to probably resonate with more of you as a relationship reading than anything else. We are in that kind of Valentine's Day season as well. So your overall energy for the last half of February is the Three of Swords, sometimes called the heartache card or the heartbreak card, sometimes breakups or relationship difficulties due to third-party energy of some kind. It does represent a sense of emotional pain. Although, while some of you might be going through a breakup of some kind during this time, I actually don't feel like it's a breakup specifically per se for most of you. I feel like this is what's on your mind or what's weighing on you, and it's causing you emotional pain because it looks like you are involved in this very connected, very passionate, perhaps tumultuous relationship with someone who is representing as the Emperor next to the Lovers. This is the underlying cards, the underlying energy, which clarifies, you know, because I feel like you're struggling to know what the right thing is to do in this situation, that a decision needs to be made. It might be that you're involved with an Aries, because the Emperor does have Aries energy. Somebody probably older than you, or an older person, typically with the Emperor. Somebody who's kind of at the top of the food chain. You know, somebody who's older, somebody who's very structured, disciplined, you know, accountable, maybe a little rigid, maybe a bit on the controlling or domineering side on his bad days. You know, he has a whole empire to run, and so he's very, you know, policy oriented. He likes everything to kind of align itself and make sense, and everything, you know, all the planes, trains, and buses need to run on time in his world because otherwise it causes chaos. So he has this mindset about how things need to be done, and that's how he has gotten to be the Emperor, because he's very good at that. The Empress, his counterpart, provides that nice, soft, feminine energy to kind of balance out some of this rigid, controlled energy. So I feel like the Emperor is showing up as someone that, you know, some of you Librans, or a lot of you Librans, are involved with in some way. Now next to it we have the Lovers, which would imply a relationship you know, that has no lack of heat. Probably fig leaves coming off in this one. I mean, and I mean, there's a lot of passion and emotion, but sometimes those relationships can be the most tumultuous too. Very kinetic karmic thread between the two of you. I mean, the two of you are obviously have been very connected and very attracted to each other and felt very connected and emotional and passionate about each other. But the lovers also represents needing to make a choice, and a pretty significant, profound choice, which will have a significant and profound impact on the relationship and perhaps people involved in the periphery of the relationship, which could be friendship circle, family, etc. And I feel like this is weighing on you, and with the Three of Swords, perhaps you're considering maybe that it's time for this relationship to come to an end, even though I have this sense that you don't want it to, but maybe it's not going where you wanted it to go. Maybe you're feeling discouraged that it can't, and so what other choice do you have? And vice versa as well. I feel like you're seriously considering ending this relationship, but you don't want to, or there's a sense of real pain about it because you don't want to, and I think the other person feels the same. So above these cards, I mean, that's what clarifies the primary energy, which is the Page of Swords and the Four of Swords, a lot of mental energy, and the Three of Swords as well. You have out of 5 cards, 3 are swords and 2 are major arcana. So swords is governed by the element of air. This is energy that governs our mind, mental energy. Belief systems, ideologies, thoughts, perspectives, words, communication, insight, higher learning. It's everything that goes on in our heads. The Page of Swords, he's just starting out. Most pages are messengers. They deliver a message. They're runners, student, apprentice. They're at the beginning of that path of knowledge and knowing what to do with it, how to use it, how to speak about it, how to communicate, or whether even to. The Page of Swords can sometimes represent being in a situation that might be a bit of a moral or ethical dilemma. Do I stand up? Do I speak what I feel is the truth or what's right? And if so, how do I do that? You know, because pages are kind of in that, you know, they have some knowledge and information. They've been to school, but they're still at the beginning of the path of learning how to put it into practical application. A bit unsure, a bit uncertain. Or sometimes just, you know, rushing forward and blindly. The Page of Swords is kind of at that beginning of the path of knowledge, information, truth. What do I do in this situation? Should I speak? What is the truth? Should I stand up even though I might be afraid of what the outcome might be? What do I do? Kind of in that beginning energy. And the Four of Swords, which represents taking a temporary step back because you're just feeling tired, worn out, exhausted. There's all this mental energy that's been going on. There is some implication here with the Four of Swords that it will have to be dealt with. You're not done, because even though he's removed some of his armor, it's still, he's only resting, recuperating. Focus on this time too, maybe putting a little bit more energy, Libra, into, you know, good nutrition and sleeping and taking good care of yourself, or better care of yourself, because all this mental energy can be very draining and emotional as well too. Getting a different perspective, perhaps seeking out some guidance or feedback from a trusted friend or advisor of some kind. Because I feel like the time is fast approaching that you're going to have to make a decision about this once and for all. And it does feel kind of heavy, because it feels like what you're leaning towards is that you may have tried everything that you can, and this situation, this connection, this relationship, whatever the nature of it is, isn't going where you wanted it to go or thought it was going to go. Maybe you guys aren't on the same page, and you're feeling like you're just about at the end, even though you don't want to, because you obviously have this connection with this person. And it feels like towards the end of February, first part of March, you know, I keep getting a lot of this similar kind of timing energy for the other signs too, both your sister signs and other element signs, that end of February or the first part of March, the situation will have to be decided. There will have to be, and there will be an opportunity to, you know, make a decision on something and move in one way or another. So let's see what happens right after this energy. This Four of Swords and the Lovers. What are we not seeing here just yet? The Tower, an unexpected event occurs around this time or right after this time with the Knight of Cups. An unexpected, out of the blue offer. Well, that kind of, well, now I can't wait to see what March is bringing. That kind of switches things up because it looks like, so we have this energy of the Four of Swords and the Lovers towards the end of February, maybe very beginning of March, taking time out, needing to make that decision. Decision really needs to be made. You're feeling like it's probably headed towards here, but there's a heaviness that's weighing on you, okay, about this. And then it feels like right after this energy, so maybe the first part of March, first half of March, sometime in March, we have the Tower energy coming in, an unexpected event, kind of game-changing, possibly life-changing event comes in. The clarifying card for that is the Knight of Cups, which is an offer or an opportunity for change, emotional offering of love. It's very unexpected. It feels like it comes like a bolt of lightning right out of the blue and breaks down what you had previously thought or what this relationship or connection has been. Wow. Let's just pull one more because I'm curious. Let's clarify that Knight of Cups. What is this loving, supportive, encouraging, mind-blowing offer, unexpected offer? Clarify the Knight of Cups. Wow, Libra. Oh, we had a jumper. One single card. Okay, we're going to take it. It's about the Ace of Cups, a new beginning, a practical new beginning. Now, for some of you for whom this might not be a romantic relationship reading, the Ace of Cups represents tangible, practical new beginnings. This can represent a new job, moving, relocating, a new project, or sometimes receiving an unexpected sum of resources or money or resources that enable you to start something new in a practical way, like moving, a job, a project. So for some of you, it might be work and career. Sometimes the Lovers represents needing to make a significant decision, not about a relationship, but that it will affect the relationship. Because sometimes I've seen this come up for when someone needed to make a decision about career changes or moving for the career, which of course is going to have a huge impact on their primary relationship or marriage. It could be that as well. For some of you. For others of you, if it's a relationship or a romantic relationship, there's an unexpected offer out of a blue that says, hey, let's move in together, or let's get married, or let's move on to the next level in a very concrete, practical way in the physical structure of your life too. Or it could be, hey honey, we're moving to Vietnam because I got a job. Or, I mean, you know, again, this is where in general readings, everyone's got their own individual life story details. So for some of you, it might be this area. For some of you, it might be other. But it looks like it has a radical, positive, potentially positive change. Whether or not you take this offer, I'm not going to play it out any further because I usually like to look only at a couple of blocks in the couple of week block of time in the general readings. So, yeah, we'll see what shows up in the March reading. Wow, that was unexpected for me too. Libra. That is the nature of the Tower card. But I think in this instance, the Tower card, which I know a lot of people clench up, the artwork is rarely ever comforting looking, right? But I mean, the Tower can represent winning the lottery or getting that unexpected marriage proposal when you just thought it was never going to happen, or something of that sort too. So this looks like the Tower card energy in a very unexpected, blow your mind, really positive sort of sense, potentially. Again, it's an offer, an opportunity for change. We'll see what happens. Free will, always free agency. Okay, Libra, that is your reading for the last half of February 2020. I hope you enjoyed it. I certainly did. Again, if this reading resonated with you, or if any of the readings do, and you want to take a deeper look at something, reach out for a personal reading with me. Click on the description link below. Click on that little arrow. It'll give you my contact info. You can email me directly at maggie1mcguire@gmail.com. I would be delighted to work with you. And I can usually respond to initial inquiries with more info the same day or within the first 24 hours. So email me if you're interested, and I'd be happy to hear from you. So Libra, I will see you all in a couple of weeks for the March 2020 general readings. We'll see what comes out then. And in the meantime, I wish you much love, joy, peace, and strength. Take good care of yourself during this time. And I hope to see you back here again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.